Hi, it has been a while since I've made a vintage jewelry recent finds or haul. I think it's um, I think it's 6 months ago. Last video of my vintage jewelry, and I have not been buying vintage jewelry, frankly, because I do not see them anymore at the thrift shops. So it's like they have all disappeared, and I don't like to buy on eBay because as I've mentioned before, I would bid on a lot, and then I would only find two or three decent pieces over there, so it's just a waste of money. And yeah, I like to see them in person and feel. And although, of course, the pictures would be nice to look at, but I feel like I'm on a hunt when I go thrifting. It's like, oh, is something when you find it. And I'm not sure if I have featured some of these in the past, but I think most of them are my recent jewelry finds. You actually get them. They have a lot of jewelry, vintage jewelry, jewelries at the flea market, really, but they are priced very, very, very expensive. Of course, the art dealers, I mean, the jewelry dealers or antique dealers know that they are very, very sought after right now, so they keep putting the prices up. Okay, so let's start with this one. Okay. I think it's a bit distracting if I do that. I think it's better if we do it this way. Okay. So this is an antique pin actually. So there's a difference between vintage. Vintage is just, something old they say, but 20 years old, it has to be 20 years or more to qualify it to become a vintage. Antique is 100 years old. So this is a certified antique brooch or pin. My in-laws sent me this for Christmas, and this has a flat surface, and I don't know what's inside. It's like an embroidered. What's inside? It's like a cloth or a doily shaped like a. I don't even know what that is. If it's a bee or a dragonfly or it's something. Okay, it must be an animal. So I don't know what this red thing here is, but it's a very, very flat, and it's like plastic here. It's like a frame. They basically just framed this. And yeah, this is an old, very, very old jewelry because, oh, it says something there that I cannot read. So they sent me this for Christmas. What does it say? Maybe I have to get if you can read that. I don't know what it says. Okay, so my in-laws are from not Southampton, Totnes. So my mother-in-law is from Wales, and my father-in-law is from Totnes. So Totnes is where my husband spent most of his life. Okay, so there you go. This was their Christmas gift. Next would be this bangle. I just bought this last Saturday at the Antiques Fair, and it is signed Mexico. I thought it would be silver because Mexico brand normally has 925, but it doesn't have any markings. But I like it because I think it has like a brass, copper, silver. So, and this is a very tiny bracelet or a bangle, and I like it. It just fits me perfectly. And I bought this for $4. Not bad. All right. Now, this one, I'm not sure if I already showed you. this, but it's like a ring, but a very very tall ring. It is actually a locket you can open inside, but what I did, I glued it shut because it was flopping. So I didn't like that. I don't know what the purpose was, because you could open this and put something, but it wasn't just closing properly. And yeah, it has, look at that, it has a very intricate detailing in the back. It is not signed, but it's very, very chunky. I like it if it has a lot of detailing like this. All right. Okay. Now, next is this. This is by, uh, I think this is by Wise. Wise. And I bought this from the flea market a long time ago. So it's really nice. But the stones actually were, the stones have fallen out. There's this vendor who was selling bits and pieces of arts and crafts for arts and crafts. So basically, those which have loose stones and are really, really crappy. So I bought it. It's, you don't actually know what's inside, but I saw this, and I saw the missing stones, and I just glued them back. So I think there's one stone missing here. I thought it was complete already. Anyway, I have more stones downstairs, so I could always. So this is really, really nice. You can just see the sparkle. That's by Wise. I'm not sure if it's a peacock or. Oh, okay. Now, here. I bought this last Saturday. So this has some carving. I think this is like can't be wood, but I just love it. It looks like a carved pumpkin. It's not a coral or something, but yeah, I'm going to turn this into a pendant. So I think I'm just going to buy the, it's unsigned, by the hook that could turn a brooch or a pin into a pendant. And yeah, this isn't fancy, but I could remove this and put it on a bag and glue it and remove the back. I don't know, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. It's really nice. You can wear it as a pendant. I like it. Now, this was also in the bag. I think I paid $5 for the bag, and you would expect those things to have like really really defective, right? Loose stones and missing hardware or something. But for some reason, this was intact. It was really really complete. So I like it. It has like a Cleopatra thing effect. I like it. It has blue and orange stones, and it's very very small. Actually, it's just right for. There you go. It's very hard to film with just one hand. Okay. Now this one is just so cute. All right, and this is it a leopard or a panther? The one with spots. Isaac, what animal has the one with spots? Leopard or cheetah? What animal has spots? Is it leopard or cheetah? Both? Oh, okay. Whatever. Okay. This is just so cute. And look at the. I wish I could find a Cartier, or I think it's Bulgari. It's something. But of course, you know that this is just a fakey one. But it's really nice. So it's unsigned. It's not a vintage. Oh, well, it's still, in the vintage category, but it's not noteworthy, but it's nice to pair it with this. Okay, so I bought this one. I featured already a long time ago, and I told you guys that I was gonna put it on, embellish my bag with this. It's just so nice, and yeah, so I'm just featuring that because yeah. So it's cute. It's cute. They're both they both have spots. All right. Now, I think I showed you this before. This was from they gave it to me for free. Okay, let me just move these. This is a three. No, is it three or two? Two-tiered. Um, I featured this before, but this is the finished product. It was defective before. I couldn't close it, and the vendor, the not vendor, I bought this from Naples consignment shop. When I saw this and it was defective, the owner just gave it to me. So you can just look at that. It has very, very intricate detailing, and I like the closure. So this won't close before, so I brought it to the premium jeweler, and he charged me I think $10 or $12 to put in a hook. He didn't actually, no, he did not put a hook, but just to he did something here because it won't close before. So that's the only thing. So it's very, very expensive though when you, well, it's not that expensive, but still it's a bummer. But I just love this piece. And you can just look at that. It's a flower. No, it's a leaf. Okay. I'm just taking my time here. Now we have this. This looks like granite actually, and I bought this from thrift shop here in Davie, Florida, and it's I researched this one. I've never heard of this before. It's called what is this? Oh shoot, BPA, and I think this is from Italy. It's Italian made, so you can just look at that. It has a granite effect. You know, it's really, really nice. It's like bluish, grayish kind of stone. Now, I bought this from the flea market from the same vendor who sold me this. I bought 3 bracelets from him actually. And no, where's the other one? Oh no, okay. This was only $4. And you know why I bought this? Because it's like an Italian mosaic, but it's not a mosaic. It has these detailings like flower. It's like a porcelain, or it's not glass. It's very, very light. It's not signed, but you can just see that. It's really, really nice. It's very, very tiny. One good thing if you have tiny wrists is that if you go places, they will just give it to you for a very, very, cheap price. That was only $4. Yeah, $4 together with this. Okay, and the other pair I got from the same vendor was this. This is kind of newish. This is by Joan Rivers, and I like Fabergé eggs, enameled eggs, and I used to collect them. I actually broke one, but of course it's not the real Fabergé eggs. I wish I could afford one, but anyway, I'm better off with these ones, and it looks very, very new. Yeah, he charged me $4 for this because I bought 3. It would have been 5. I like this. This looks like a pineapple, and it's a necklace, and there's no sign of wear at all. Okay, and this is a locket. Actually, you can open this. Surprise! This is so cute. If you can see that. Oh no, it has the flash. It has a small bumblebee over there. I'm sorry. The flash. See, there you go. It has a small bumblebee with a green, is it an eye? Okay, or head. So if you can see that, I like it. It's just so cute. It's just so cute. Yeah, I don't have my pill box anymore. It was from Joan Rivers as well, and yeah, I sold that. Okay, and I'm not sure if I've shown you these. It's from the same vendor. One of my favorite vendors. She was a very, very nice lady at the Antiques Fair. I always see her there, and I think I've shown you these. But these are my favorite pair of vintage earrings, and they are by Trifari. Yeah, Trifari. So Look at that, because it's like it has a Chanel effect. So I like it. Is it the Gripoix thing? Okay, Gripoix. Okay, now, all right. So I bought this from Boca, and it's by Ben Ammon. And I'm not really sure what this is, but I'm gonna use it. It had a pen. It had a chain. Unfortunately, it broke. So if it if this is a pendant, how come this is a very big? I don't know if the thrift shop there just used the pendant because it broke. So the chain. So I'm not really sure if this is meant to be worn as. I think so. What would you use this for? Right? So clearly this is a pendant, and it looks like a gladiator's. This looks like a gladiator's shield. Okay. Now, all right. This was only $2, believe it or not. This is like a choker. It's really, really nice. I think this comes with a bracelet I can't find right now. I have to organize my jewelry. So there you go. It's just so nice. And I have a vintage uh, earring that goes with this. Okay, so look at look at the hook. This is so gorgeous, and this is a choker, so it's really, really nice. Okay. Now okay. This was from a Boca Raton consignment shop. So it is unsigned, but I know this is vintage, and you can wear this as no, you can't wear this as a belt because it has a hook. So I just double this up, and I've worn this once, and it's really, really nice. So it has like, what are these green stones? I'm not sure, but it's very, very catchy. It looks like my Monet. I have a Monet long necklace, but this one is just worn plain. That one you have to double it up, but not necessarily. This goes down all the way to lower than your navel. So you can just see that. So it's up to you. I won't use this as a belt, of course. It's not the Whiting and Davis thing. So, all right. Now, I have this. Did I show you this before? I'm not sure, but this I bought this from I don't know why I have to tell you where I bought this from. It's from a thrift shop. It's from a Goodwill in Palm Beach, and this is it's 925. It's JED 925. So there, I'm wearing a vintage Cameo 840850 Italian thing. So there you go. Now I bought this at the flea market for $3. I was wearing my Haskell lookalike necklace, and all the dealers were like, "Is that the Miriam Haskell?" I said, "I'm not sure. It's not signed." So they actually asked me to remove it, and they said, "Oh, the back is very, very intricate. So this is could very well be a Haskell because some of her pieces were not signed in the earlier days." So, and then she said to me, "Okay, you can have that." There were actually three vendors who asked for my necklace if it's Miriam Haskell. Okay, this was only $3. She said it was five, but then when she looked at me, "Oh, you're wearing pearls, and that fits you very well, so you can have it for $3." Okay. Now, this is from Sarasota. Okay. So all my vintage jewelry, they're from all around Florida. Okay. So this is really cute. This is a vintage Swiss made um uh oh dear watch that, but it's not working, but I like it because of the seed pearls, and the name is Hasbro. Oh jeez, I don't know if you can read that, but it's Swiss made. They're wind up. So, but I like it like this. It's just so gorgeous. See, everything is intact. I don't care about the watch because, but it's very heavy though, and it is Swiss made, so it must be really, quality. And I've researched, they have them on Etsy and I think eBay. But yeah, now, all right, this is my favorite piece and the most expensive so far in my collection. I bought this last Saturday from flea market, and this is I never thought I would own, ever find one. Joseph of Hollywood. Okay, so Joseph of Hollywood actually dressed up the Hollywood stars before, from Cleopatra to Greta Garbo to all the Hollywood stars. And yeah, so this is a very um old brooch, and I like it. It's just so, I didn't, frankly, I don't know what the jewelry of I don't know what they look like, the pins look like. I know the only Joseph of Hollywood that really sticks stands out is the shape of the sun. But this was, I had to go back the second day. The first day I went there was this woman who was standing right next to me, and she asked the vendor, what is that? Oh, that's a very nice brooch. It's by Joseph Hollywood. I was like, really, Joseph Hollywood? But I didn't get it at that time. It was expensive, and then I went back the next day. It was still more reasonable than the prices on eBay, so I said, okay, I'm gonna get it, because it's not like you come across Joseph of Hollywood. I've been looking for, I've been buying jewelries for 2 years, and I've never even come across it. It's so cute. It's very bulky. It's an inch long, inch, yeah, and it's so cute. Look at that. And I was so excited. So the next day I went back and bought it. I was like, oh, if it's still there, then it's probably meant for me. If it's not, then forget it. Now I have a very interesting story about this one. This is actually a storytelling, okay? So this one, I bought it for a buck, okay? But this was absolutely, it was so black. It was in a plastic bag like this, like they were throwing it away. And I just saw, it just reminds me of of Princess Diana, because I think she was wearing one of those, or she definitely has a jewelry that resembles that. So I asked, it was very dirty and black. So I asked, you can give me a buck. I was like, what? $1. Okay, fine. So it's only $1, right? And it has a lot of missing stones. So what I did, I cleaned it up with everything. Toothbrush, soft toothbrush with liquid soap, and yeah, I had to brush it off, and I was really surprised. It turned out really nice. Although some of these still have some greenish things, but most of the stones are complete now because the stones have fallen out, and I had to glue them back, but it's still missing some stones, but I really don't care. It's just a lovely piece. So I think I'm just going to go to Michael's and ask for a stone that is this size. And nobody, yeah. So can you believe it? It's unsigned. It is just gorgeous, and it was, you won't believe, that it was really black. I'm telling you, it was like it was in a mud, and this is what it looks like now. So my cleaning really paid off. So it's gorgeous now. All right, and this one is a set. It's from the damaged or defective thingy as well. It has glue marks. Uh, this is the pair that goes with it, but I don't know why the vendor included this, because it has pearls as well. And this is by Kramer, and Kramer is he was a very popular um jewelry designer during the day. So his pieces are sought after. So I thought it would have missing pieces because it was like a buck. So I said, Okay, I got it for $1. And it turned out to be Kramer. It's just that it has glue marks. I really don't care. And this one, I'm not sure if I've shown you this before. It's just so cute. It was only $3 from the flea market, and I like this. This is like this is a this is a necklace, okay? And I like the apple and the black. No, it's not an apple. It's a black. Is that flower? It is unsigned, but it's, nonetheless, it's still gorgeous. And this one, oh, which maybe this was from the peacock. Okay, all right. So this is a vintage inspired, because I asked my sister to send me something vintage inspired, but she said, or vintage things. She said, where am I gonna get vintage things? She hates vintage, anything vintage. So I don't know, but she was able to get me these. They look gorgeous. They're big, big. So it's pearl. These are real pearls, cultured pearls, though. And yeah, they're very big, but it's just so fake. Well, you know, it doesn't have anything in the back, and it says 14 TK. I'm like, what's TK instead of KT carat, right? So anyway, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So sometimes when I've been wearing these nonstop before, and when I wear that, it's like, okay, it has a very, very vintagey appeal, and I would just use that on its own. Otherwise, it would be too much, because you're only, it's better to keep it simple and to a minimum when you wear vintage jewelry. Okay, so I hope to find more items. And I really wanted this Gerard Yoska vintage bangle. It was like a copper bangle, a big one, wide one with a lot of gemstones, but it was very expensive. It was 150. I said no. Gerard Yoska is still, prepare. I mean, making jewelries up to this day, and I hope to own Stephen Dweck as well. I've seen Stephen Dweck pieces in TJ Maxx. I wish I would have, bought it right away, because I wasn't very, very, I didn't know that he's a premium jewelry designer with an antique flair, inspiration. So anyway, yeah, so I can still get their pieces. They're available in Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth, and those upscale. But of course, I'm never gonna shell out that much money, because they're like thousands of dollars. Sometimes it's like, no. Anyway, so I hope you like it. This is more of a storytelling. Okay, so bye.